I want to find the best fish and chip shop in Great Britain.
They're the ones.
Cardboard box had slightly more taste.
That is a challenging colour. How can you get it so wrong?
We're at Queen's Drive Fish and Chip Shop. Yeah, let's get tuck in again. Haddock, which Wakefield is a haddock area.
Oily and spongy. Together again at last. Quite a soft batter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pick some batter off.
A little bit undercooked.
It's a very wet fish, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit flavourless, that to me. Very, very soggy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Try the chips. They're quite tasty. And they've been cooked straight through, which is from raw to finished in one go, as opposed to part cooking them and finishing them. And
Quite a nice chip.
nothing wrong with that chip at all. I prefer a twice cooked one. I think you get a better finish to them, but go for the peas. Oh, they're nice. They're good, really well seasoned.
A little bit of sugar in there.
There is. Bit of salt, bit of sugar in there. It's a bit flat. You could do some more salt, I think. It's a little flat.
Again, you could put a bit more seasoning on if you wanted.
I like to season the food inside, especially when it comes to sides and sauces. So the season needs to go in it.
Yeah,
And then if people want to add more, then fair enough. But you know,
no, I
it's-
totally agree.
Yeah. I like to season while I'm cooking, as opposed to just leaving it to the customer. Obviously, you can't do it with chips because some people don't want salt on it. But fish could have done with a little bit more cooking. It's a nice
Again,
flake to it, but
Yeah, it's a lovely fish. With fish, you can have it like a steak, really, can't you?
yeah.
Medium,
Yeah.
cooked, well cooked.
Because the batter was quite thin on
Yeah.
top, the oil's gone all the way through the fish. So it got a
Yeah.
lot of oil penetration. So all the flavour I've got on that is dripping. So all I can taste is oil because it's gone all the way through the fish. I think the batter could do with just being a shade thicker on top and cooked for a little bit longer. It's a very soggy, uncooked, raw batter there, which I really think that's quite unpleasant, really, to eat. So far, West Yorkshire hasn't thrown any gems at us, has it?
We're at the minute.
Not at the minute.
Really soggy.
Yeah, I'm not eating that. McLaren's driven past us just then, and an Aston Martin went before, so I don't know. I think we should move around here. Very nice cars knocking us out.
How did you know they were cooked straight through?
Because you don't have the boundary, so when you break it open, there's no edge to the chip. So it's just all one. So you get a much thicker, crispy.
Crispy part.
Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that. It's a lot simpler for the staff to do as well. You drop the chips, you set one timer, and it's done. Whereas if you twice fry them, and I think there's more flavour in a twice fried chip, you blanch for 6 or 7 minutes at a low temperature, then you finish very quickly at a high temperature. So, 195, 185, something in that region. So there's more to go wrong. You get better flavour. I think you get a better chip.
We used to cook straight through, and now we twice fry, and I think we do get a better product.
And not only that, you can cook them in small batches, and you can always drop a basket very quickly. You don't have to cook. You don't have to be sort of 7 or 8 minutes ahead of your queue, so you can respond to changes in customer levels and customer demand really quickly with a blanched chip and a finished chip. Whereas if you're cooking it straight through, you need, you're 7 minutes out from, if you run out, you're waiting. And then you tend to cook more and have them sat there. There's nothing wrong with that chip. Just, I prefer a twice fried chip.
Yeah. So obviously we're looking at other fish and chip shops to review. That's what we want to do. We want to find the unsung hero. So let us know in the comments.
Turn up and ruin the day.
Yeah, come and give it a try.
Nice shop, really nice shop. There was a restaurant on the side, which we didn't go in. It was very middle of the road in the end. It's got a really good reputation as well. Guess was expecting more. Good operator, like you say, well known, well respected. I was a bit disappointed. You just had a bad day. It's hard. You know yourself. You're relying on the team to do things. It's quite a challenge. It's different when we're there. Let's go on to fish, really. Yeah. I think fish, what are your story? 3? I thought the batter was really undercooked. It was very soggy. It was raw. There was a big boundary of raw batter in the middle where it had not been cooked out, or the batter was too thick. I don't know. It was thick in places, thin in others. It was crispy on the bits that stayed on, but I think they had a bit of a blow off on the fish, and that let the oil go through. So all I could really taste was dripping. But yeah, I expected more, because I he's a good operator. The chap that owned it, I just expected more. I think it was a bad day at the office for him, to be honest. But I give it a 3 anyway. Yeah. Cooked fresh to order. We weren't in shop very long, so I think they've got some fish underway. Yeah, we've done that before. We've had internet orders coming in just to get people served and gone. We've there's an extra 2 or 3 minutes before the internet's due to be boxed up, so we've swapped around a bit. Yeah. It was freshly cooked, and it was lovely. It looked fine. It looked absolutely lovely. Just, I think it could have done with probably another minute in the fryer. Definitely. I think it were power of the cook. Yeah, for sure. I think the top of the fish looked really nice. Yeah. I think there were a bit of penetration into the fish. Haddock's great flavoured fish. Cod's a better texture, I think. Yeah, beautiful flake of cod, but had it's a tighter texture. It's a very nice tasting fish. Yeah. Especially if you get, a good catch, nice landing. Beautiful fish.
So I'd probably give it 3.
Not 3 1/4?
No, not 3 1/4. It was a nice solid 3. Again, a shame where the battle were just a little bit undercooked.
I think so. The chips, they were cooked straight through. They were pleasant enough, but they weren't standout. They were very middle of the road. They weren't hugely flavoursome. They were pleasant. There was nothing wrong with them.
Nice.
They didn't stand out.
No.
I wouldn't have remembered them tomorrow. No. So I've given them a 3. We're in the middle of the road for that one.
I just feel with the chips, it's quite difficult. We always used to cook them through originally, but now we've gone to twice fry.
The advantages of having a twice fried chip to me are worth the extra effort.
Yeah, totally agree. So I'll give them a 3.
We're on the same page this time. Peas, for me, 3, middle of the road. They were pleasant, they were the right nice colour, they weren't over green. I think there was a bit of sugar in those.
Yes.
They're a bit sweet. Could have done, again, a little bit more seasoning. I like my food seasoned from the inside out, not dumped on afterwards. Because you always tell when the salt's been cooked into the food.
Yeah.
It's been added at the right time as opposed to put on afterwards. Because it's a completely different flavour. Salt's there to enhance the flavour, not to make it salty. If it tastes salty, it's too much. It enhances the flavour. You've hit the number. You hit the mark right.
I like the fact that sugar had been added. I'm going to give them a 4. Okay, for the pizza. I quite like it.
Finally, the vibe. It was a pleasant shop. It was clean. It was well presented. It was efficient. A bit clinical. A bit in and out. They were pleasant. It was a very mature member of staff. She knows what she was doing. She was pleasant.
Suppose it's what you could to expect sometimes, isn't it? So I'm going to give them a 3.
I'm giving it a 3. Yeah, it was nice. But as I say, it doesn't stand out. I wasn't made to feel particularly special. I don't want to, but, you just like,
No, I know what you're saying.
It was very efficient.
Yeah.
But not particularly warm.
Time of day as well. There's lots of different aspects.
So I've given that a 3. So I'm 3 all down the bus for that.
Yeah. Down the middle of the road.
Straight down the middle.
I want to find the best fish and chip shop in Great Britain.
They're the ones.
Cardboard box had slightly more taste.
That is a challenging colour. How can you get it so wrong?